An instructor is preparing to start a Foundations of Finance class with an opening question. This technique stimulates students' interest and highlights the application of course concepts outside the classroom.
Good morning, everyone. All right, to start, let's consider the following question. You're consulting an airline company that's anticipating a fuel price spike. What course of action would you recommend? Okay, let's hear some of your answers. What course of action would you recommend?
You could find a cheaper fuel vendor.
Good. Switching vendors. Now, most vendors will have similar prices, but it's a good thought. No need to raise your hands. Go ahead and call out an answer.
Charge passengers more.
Surcharging. Okay, that's great. Well, maybe not for the passengers.
Or keep your prices the same if the other airlines surcharge.
Okay, take the financial hit, but maybe earn a few customers from your competitors.
Charge for the pretzels.
Additional fees. Okay, so what about solutions that don't involve charging customers more?
Stockpile
Hedging
the fuel you
against
have.
the prices.
Stockpiling. Wonderful. Who said hedging?
I did.
Say a little more about that. How would you hedge against the prices?
I would make a contract to keep the prices stable.
Great. We'll be discussing that exact concept later in class. What else are we thinking? It looks like a lot of folks mentioned various agreements or making operational changes. Any other thoughts?
Being more efficient?
You mean with fuel?
Yeah. You could prioritize travel routes that use less fuel or use more efficient jet models.
Good point. All right, thanks for your responses, everyone. Let's take a closer look at what you came up with. Some of you suggested operational changes like stockpiling, surcharging, or using fuel more efficiently. These are good ideas, but what if you don't want to change your operations or shift the burden to customers? Well, instead, you can hedge against the fuel price changes. We're going to focus on two types of agreements for price hedging: forward contracts and futures contracts. Airlines use both to address fuel price spikes. We'll talk more about them later, but first, let's take a look at our plan for today's class.
By having students connect their prior knowledge to the class material, the instructor introduced a new topic in a meaningful, memorable way. Formulating an effective opening question can be challenging, but the Learning Science Lab can help. If you're interested in facilitating this activity in your course, you can schedule a consultation with the Learning Science Lab to develop opening questions and design a plan for incorporating them into your class.